For over 15 years, we have patiently waited for a new entry into the Skate series. Now, believe it or not, Skate 3 is my literal favorite game of all time, and it's a series that I'm very passionate about, so when the new game was announced back in 2020, I was hyped as hell. Now that it's 5 years later and the game's about to enter early access, I can confidently say, this game's a mixed bag. Yeah, not what you're expecting, huh? Now, before we get into this video, I'm going to be serious for a moment. This isn't a video where I shit on the game. I'm not going to title this video, Skate's dead, none of that shit, because I don't like that stuff. That's not what this channel's about. I'm literally just expressing my opinions and concerns about the game. If you like this game, by all means, I'm good for you, happy for you. I'm not shitting on anybody's opinion, just expressing my concerns about the game. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of the video.
Starting with the gameplay, which I feel has been Skate's main claim to fame, the flicker system is back and reinforced. New to the Skate series is the feature to control the speed of your tricks, which is something that I think makes the game a little bit more realistic, and will add to a lot of clips and edits in the future. To be completely honest, this game feels like Skate 3 updated 2025, gameplay wise anyway, don't get it twisted. There are a lot of negatives in this video that I'm going to talk about later. But the game itself is pretty fun actually. I play Skate as realistic as possible, but even I can say, yeah, the gameplay is pretty damn good. But regardless how you play Skate, you should have fun. Although I will say, to my knowledge, trick lining has been patched. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm sure someone's going to prove me wrong on Twitter within a week. Late flips are also something that gets an overhaul. Now any trick can be done late, so now you can break out those late 360 flips, which is really cool for me because that's my favorite trick in the game. Another huge compliment I can give this game is the bails and slams. Sadly, unlike 2 and 3, there's no way to get to bail on command. It just happens, but the slams do look really good, and at times very brutal. The ragdoll system in this game is on point here, and your character doesn't get up until you press the button, so if you ever wanted to milk a slam in the game and in real life, go ahead. But this also comes with a negative. See, Hall of Meat was a big part of all 3 Skate games, and it was a loved part of the games, and it returns, but in a very gentrified way, if I'm being honest. See, there's no Hall of Meat branding anywhere, and the only mention of Thrasher is a couple cosmetics, but you can still do cannonballs and even the spread eagle. And it's not done with the joystick anymore. No, now you press R1 or RB depending on which console you're on, and one of the face buttons. Which isn't a bad change, I guess, but it does mess with my muscle memory a little bit. Speaking of changes, the actual challenges here, like fly through this bridge or land in this dumpster, that's something that was actually a challenge in Skate 3. And I get it, not all of these are bailing. Some of them are real stunts to do, but come on, this is basically just trying to be Hall of Meat, and semi-succeeding, not really. Speaking of stunts, this game sees the debut of climbing and various parkour elements, and I actually like this, to be honest. Granted, Tony Hawk did this back in 2003, so Skate is a bit late, but the parkour elements are actually something I don't mind. The climbing is simple, you just press X and the joystick to guide it, similar to Uncharted's climbing mechanic. In a way, the whole climbing thing reminds me of that one BAM mission in Proving Ground where you have to climb up to the spot and then he steals your wallet. Obscure reference, I know, I'm sorry, but I can say I am impressed and happy with the gameplay, but I cannot say the same about the story. Probably my biggest issue with the game is its story and challenges, and when I say story, I use that term very fucking loosely because there really isn't one here. In the past games, you always had some sort of mentor or voice to guide you. So, did EA in full circle bring back Retta? No. Okay. How about Coach Frank, Jason Lee himself? No. Instead, we get V, who is a virtual AI that guides you through the game.
Rolling, you'll need a skateboard. Fortunately, the local skate shop, Extrovert, has a complimentary one waiting for you at the top of that building. Onward!
EA, yeah, come here, EA. What the fuck? Are you fucking stupid?
To be completely fair, V isn't the only voice that guides you through the game. There's also Izzy and Shingo. Yes, that's Shingo. I'll get to him in a minute. But there really isn't a story here per se, just challenges and progression. I understand they wanted to make the gameplay and the open world the priority. Oh wait, no, they did exactly that in 2007 and we still got a full story. But okay, how are the challenges, I hear you ask? Not bad, but not great. Own the Spot returns, and I'm happy to report that it works the same way it did 15 years ago. You skate a spot, earn a high score on it, and bingo. Okay, cool. Keeping the familiar goals, I like that. There's also 3 new challenges. We have the line challenges. Now, I was expecting this to be similar to Skate 1's film challenges. Yeah, I was completely wrong. Instead, you skate and collect bearings on a path while performing certain tricks like grab over a staircase.
EA, come back here. Come back here, EA. Bearings, huh? Listen, if I wanted to collect bearings in a skateboarding game, I'd go play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. Okay? Now go sit back down.
Session challenges are a set of goals in one location, very much like the Own the Lot challenges in Skate 3, and that again is a good thing. Familiarity for any entry into a long-dormant franchise like Skate is good. We also have Throwdown, and this is like a community challenge. Like, someone has to start this, and it essentially works just like the contest in the previous games. Everybody's skating at once, and whoever has the highest score at the end of 3 minutes wins, and I think this could be a lot of fun. It's clear that they wanted the online to be a big aspect of this game and being able to skate with others, and on one hand, I applaud Full Circle for making the community the main aspect of this game, but also I don't think that we had to sacrifice a real story in an offline mode. Yeah, this game has no fucking offline mode, so if you want to be a lonely fucker, too bad. Also, if this game were to fail and they cut the servers off, we're all fucked. But I have a question. Where are the games of Skate? Never heard of it. Spot battles gone. Official contests are gone. Death races are gone, which, I mean, that's fine, because I never like death races. Death races fucking suck, in my opinion, but I know people that like them, so I'm gonna be on your side. Death race fans, I'm on your side for once, but why are the staples in this franchise gone now? You mean to tell me there's no way you couldn't have put the party play game modes in this? It's 2025. It would be a lot easier than back then, I assume. Okay. But back to this characters. I already talked about V. She's the virtual AI, as the game calls it, and she guides you to the beginning of the game. There's also Izzy, who was a part of this group called the DAX, which, yes, stands for Do a Kickflip. I know, it's fucking cringe. She's okay, I guess, but the 2 characters that popped me were the return of Shingo and Slappy, and the game pretty much outright confirms these are the exact same characters from Skate 1, 2, and 3. Shingo teaches you all about the replay editor and various score-related missions, once again taking his filmer role from Skate 3. And I gotta speak on the replay editor because it's not hitting. At the time I'm making this video, there is no way to make keyframes, which kind of ruins clips in a way. I always liked being able to film fisheye clips as realistic as possible in Skate 3, and at this point in the game, you cannot do that. So, EA, we're just gonna go ahead and gut the replay editor. What the fuck are you guys doing? And then there's Slappy, who was all about rigging up spots and the whole DIY thing, which brings me to the quick drop feature. Yep, the object dropped from Skate 3 returns, and I'm actually glad it's here, to be honest. The only annoying thing is that when you're trying to skate a spot and some dickhead drops a ramp in the thing you're skating, that's very annoying. Now, this entire game and the story, both Shingo and Slappy make various references to the first 3 games, which I thought was cool. I mean, hell, the entire game is full of references to the original 3. Like, the first trophy you ever get for this game is literally called Put On For My City, which is a very appreciated nod to the Skate 3 theme. I don't care it was in Midnight Club first, it's the Skate 3 theme. Should be in this game as well, but whatever. And that is really it for the story. Actually, now that I'm really thinking about it, this is pretty much American Wasteland 20 years later. If you don't remember or never played Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, the story is pretty much just a giant tutorial. Granted, that game actually has a narrative plot to it, while Skate 4 doesn't. Why? Skate 1 through 3 had actual grounded stories about you just becoming a local skater to a pro, and there was actual skateboarding personalities in those games. Giovanni Retta, Atiba Jefferson, even the long list of pros like Chris Cole, Rob Dyrdek, Danny Way. That's another thing. Where are the pro skaters? They're not here. Oh wait, Google says they will be seasonal content. Motherfucker. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think that this game could benefit from an actual narrative story about skating. Now, granted, at the time you are seeing this is the early access phase, and I use that with heavy quotations, so when the game does fully release in 2029, I will probably make an update video, more than likely, hopefully praying that Coach Frank is there in the full story.
Customization was always a big part of the Skate series, even going back to the very first game in 2007, and it was heavily pushed in this game's marketing. And the customization, I gotta say, is good and bad. See, sadly, this game's been bitten by the dreaded microtransaction bug.
Yeah, so the way cosmetics work is this. Anything in the store with the purple currency, yeah, it's all real money, my friend. So most of your cosmetics like Vans, Dickies pants will be paid. And this also for some reason goes for boards, wheels, and even fucking gestures. Who's out here paying for taunts? It's not every cosmetic, but a lot of the real brands like Girl, Vans, and Dickies are locked behind MTX. I understand gaming has changed, but come on, we were unlocking Vans in 2010 for free $99. Or $10 you bought the time as money pack. But ignoring that, my point still stands.
And so help me God, EA, if I log on to this game and I see a pair of DCs locked behind a paywall, there will be words, followed by an ass whooping.
But luckily there actually is free and good unlockables. See, the gold currency called Rip Chips, yes, it's a very stupid name, and this buys, say it with me now, loot boxes! So, all 4 districts of the game have their own rep level, and as you rep up, this unlocks the boxes. Now, to be completely fair, there's about 11 or so items per box, so if you just keep opening them, you're guaranteed to get everything. And I will say, good on them for keeping their word and on cosmetics only being MTX. So far anyway, it's EA, I'm not going to be shocked they fucking put levels and stuff behind MTX. And you can still just unlock cosmetics to complete missions. It's not bad at all, but I still think simply having a dedicated clothing store and being able to buy whatever you want from that brand work better. Like, okay, let's say I wanted to get a pair of half cabs. Why do I just gotta hope and pray they're in the item shop that day? This isn't fucking Fortnite. Just let me go to the Vans section of a clothing store and buy that colorway. Oh, there's also $25 to $50 DLC in an early access version of the game. Never fucking change, EA. Never change. But customization doesn't stop on clothing because the board customization completely got overhauled. And I love it. Now, you can customize your grip tape. Customizable grip tape really only appeared in Skate 2, and I'm reaching here because it was only on certain boards that had a design to them. But this game actually has dedicated designs and colors for grip tape, which is a nice feature to have. And for the first time, we can actually put stickers on our skateboard. Granted, Neversoft did this back in 2003, but good feature nonetheless. Now, the last topics I'm going to talk about here are the art style and the map. Starting with the art style, I've seen a lot of people call it trash, and I can totally see why. I personally don't think it hurts the game, but I think it's a bit too cartoony. Almost like Fortnite. Actually, no, scratch that. You know what this game looks like? This game looks like Skate It. You know, the terrible Wii spinoff that everybody hated. But to me, the art style doesn't really ruin the game for me. Now, probably the biggest part of any skate game next to the gameplay is the map. And I'm happy to see that the map is actually pretty big here. In the 15-year gap of Skate 3 being released, all of the major skateboarding games that came out all favored levels more than one big map, with one small exception. Sessions' Big 3 Cities, I guess, would count, but it's more of a teleportation point, so never mind. But to see this game have one big map is nice. San Amsterdam is a combination of, well, San Francisco, Barcelona, and Amsterdam. Is it better than the previous 3 maps? Fuck no, I still think Skate 2 has the best map in the series. But the new map is nice. While you have to unlock goals in the 4 districts, the entire map itself is fully unlocked at jump. There's nothing stopping you from going to skate wherever you want, which is a good thing. They even took the time to add real spots like 3rd Army or 2nd Navy if you're cultured, and hidden ones like this mega ramp. And I'm actually happy to see Full Circle and EA reward us players for exploring and actually finding spots to skate.
So, with all of my gripes and my positives explained, should you play this game? I mean, yeah, it's free, why the fuck would you not play it? But, seriously, the game itself, fundamentally, is a damn good game. The gameplay feels solid, I'm heavily impressed with how it feels and controls, but also, there's a lot of shit that should have been here. Why are death races gone? Even though I hate them, I know people love them. Why are contests gone? Why is there no actual story? Why are pro skaters gone? Like, yes, play the game because it's free, but if you're looking for all that shit and you want to play with your friends, I think you're still better off just playing Skate 3. But the real question is this game better than the best Skate game, Skate 2? I honestly don't have an answer for that. I don't, because the game is technically in early access. So, when the game does fully drop, if there's any changes, I will more than likely make a follow-up video, seeing if anything improved or got worse. I'm praying it got improved. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it funny. Yeah, the 2K15 video is still coming. I'm actually getting my wisdom teeth taken out soon, so yeah, 2K15 video is going to be delayed for a little bit. But anyway, see you guys in the next video. Peace. For over 15 years, we have waited and waited for a new entry into the Skate game. Skate series, not Skate game.